Hello there everyone, welcome back guys. So in this video guys, I will be detailing the engine bay of my new slash old Mazda 2 that I've just got recently. And as you can see, the engine bay isn't particularly dirty. My goal here was to address a few areas like this over here. And also I want to remove the previously applied trim dressing. So I'm going to start off with vacuuming the engine bay. As you can see, obviously it's not dirty, so I just didn't want to go with a full clean. And I don't really like soaking in the engine with water because it just creates a big mess. And I want to address the area separately with a steam cleaner. It's a bit of a more direct section by section approach, which I like, specifically on the engine bay, because you're not over soaking the engine with water, and you can see clearly which areas you have already addressed here. So I'm going to start off with the bonnet itself. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to blast the surface with steam and see how much dirt it will remove. Again, here I'm trying to get some dirt off the rubber piece here, and then I'm gonna mop it all up with the microfiber cloth. Again, if your engine bay has some grease, like dirt mixed with grease or stuff like that, maybe an APC will be more appropriate, but I tried to get as much dirt out with the steamer, and I'm also trying to do it as quick as possible. I don't really want to spend too much time on this, so I spent about roughly an hour and a half detailing the engine bay. And there's just a few areas that obviously the people who clean the engines in the past, this engine in particular in the past, they've missed. Obviously it's the top part of the engine where the injectors are. Obviously they haven't removed the lid, so there's a lot of sand in there that I've just vacuumed, and I'm also going to steam that area in particular. The advantages of using the steam, you can blast the steam through tight corners and areas, and especially on this not very clean, not very dirty engine bay, it's very easy to address the intricate areas. You can use a little bit of APC if you like with a brush to agitate, then blow it off with a steamer. Would be more effective if you have a little bit more dirt. But again, I'm using it as well distilled water, so I'm not too concerned if there is water that might potentially dry on the surface, because it's distilled water, it's pure, it's not gonna hurt or leave any water spots on the surface. So what I like about the steamer itself, it's not like it's compressed air, but it kind of blows dirt off the tight areas that you might not be able to address with a microfiber cloth. So you're kind of blowing off those areas as well with hot water. You can stay a bit longer to let the steam kind of break down any grease if you have any. So it really depends on the area you're working with. But what I'll also like, as I mentioned before, there's no mess. You can easily, you know, you can easily dry the surface just using one microfiber cloth. There's not an excessive amount of dirt on the surface, not an excessive amount of water left behind as well. So it's basically like a rinseless wash somewhat. But however, you have to respond appropriately to the situation. So if this engine bay was covered in mud and dirt, probably an APC would be more suitable with a proper rinse. However, in this case, I can easily get away with a steamer. And also worth mentioning that it is quite safe. The engine bay itself is designed to withstand hot temperatures, so steam won't damage anything. But again, just make sure you don't overdo it on places like the battery. But if steam just passes by, obviously it's not going to do anything. But just be cautious of areas like that. Perhaps don't put too much steam on the cables and stuff like that. Don't put too much direct steam onto them. Just use a bit of common sense here. So And with this plastic trim piece here, because it is covered in a dressing, you can obviously tell it's a bit greasy. So what I decided to do is use the Zero Decon, Garage Therapy Zero Decon, work it in, just make sure I strip all the previous dressing, and what I'm going to do is apply my own Autoglym Vinyl and Rubber Care, because it will give a bit of a more like factory look to the plastics, and I'm going to apply it via microfiber cloth. Not a massive transformation, of course. However, we did address certain areas that had dirt trapped in them. It's worth doing. So yes, an hour and a half, maybe a bit too long, but I'm a slow detailer, so it's okay for me. I could have spent a lot more time getting everything down like to perfection. However, I'm not gonna do that. This engine looks presentable, and as long as there's no excessive amount of dirt, I'm happy with that. And also, what I did here, I've analyzed what's going on underneath the engine bay. There's a few rust spots on the bonnet and on the engine bay that I will show you in my next video. But we're going to finish this video off with just treating the plastic trim with some vinyl and rubber care, just via microfiber cloth. In the future, I will also use the Lanoguard, the anti-corrosive grease. I'm going to apply it on the metal surfaces, but this will be in the future videos. And right now the engine bay is going to look, let's say, 10% better than it was, maybe even more than that. As you can see, it does look very presentable, more like a factory sheen, and the vinyl and rubber care gave to the plastic, and it just looks a tiny bit better than it was. But thank you everyone for watching the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next video.